Hey guys, in this video I want to do some tips and tricks for Diablo for anyone new. So over here, this is your stash. This is where you store your stuff, your weapons, your gears. You have three different, I guess four different. You have four different items. You got common, and then you have blue rarity, then you have gold rarity, and then you have legendary. These are your legendaries, these are your gold, and then this is your blue. And then if you ever see this thing, you just click X on it. If you ever see this just gives you items and extra stuff. And yeah, and so once you die in this game, you lose 10% of your damage. But don't worry, once you lose your every time you die, you just come over here, talk to the blacksmith, and you repair. I haven't died yet, so I don't need a repair. But you repair here all your items, so you restore your 10% damage or whatever. And over here, this is where you salvage your stuff. This is where you. I'm not gonna go too much in depth. But basically, you would salvage all of these weapons, and then you get these items to then upgrade your items. Like for example, if I wanted to upgrade this, as you can see, I need certain materials. So basically, if you salvage your weapons, you get materials. All right, and that's how you upgrade your weapons, by salvaging them. You could also sell your weapons too, which is what I've been doing. And that's how I have 4 million gold. And also, if you do these little events right here, there's normally an event over here sometimes, like around here. There's sometimes there's an events. Well, you'll see a lot of events every time when you play the game. You want to do those. Every time you do those, you collect these purple things. I don't know what they're called here, but every time you collect them, you would want to come over here, and you want to gamble. When you speak to this lady, you could gamble and guarantee yourself a legendary weapon. I'm gonna test one out right now. Oh yeah, see, I got a bad weapon. I got an axe, so that's not really good. But yeah, and then also these little stones right here, these little crystals. I normally just store them, but you could sell them. You don't really need them. I mean, you kind of do, but I don't really use them that often, if I'm being honest. There's so in this game, you have things that are called sockets. And sockets, what is a socket? Well, a socket is these crystals. So you put these crystals inside the socket on your gear, and that's what it is. And you can only equip it on certain gears, I believe. So, like for example, this says empty socket. I could put a crystal there. You could put maximum of 2. You could also create a socket. So for example, this doesn't have a socket, but I could sometimes create one, and then you put in the crystals and yada yada yada. And yeah, and so this is your checkpoint right here. This is where I'm at. This is like the beginning of the story. You'll discover this checkpoint right over here. This is your stash. This is where you store your stuff. Over here, this is where your design. This is where you design your character and whatever. And then you have your renowns, which is Lilith stones. You need to collect Lilith stones or waypoints or strongholds. All of these. If you complete these, you get Paragon points, and you also get potions. So I highly suggest you do it if you die a lot. You get 1 potion per level up. Like after a certain level. And yeah, and what else do I need to explain? These are your abilities. These are your abilities right over here. Every character has abilities. I would highly suggest whatever character you play as, I suggest you look on a guide on how to build your character, because depending on what character you need a specific build. You can't just put whatever, and I mean you can, but you're not gonna do enough damage. Okay, and yeah, you want to upgrade your weapons, but I suggest don't upgrade until you're like level maybe 20 or something. I mean, you mostly want to level when you get legendary weapons. I don't suggest you level up your gold weapons. I mean, if you want to, you can. It's not terrible. But, yeah, as you can see, I got everything legendary. That's what you would want on your characters. And, yeah, so, oh yeah, one thing for this, to unlock this horse, you need to play the story, okay? I suggest you play the story a lot. It took me to reach level 50 to unlock this horse, but that's probably because I was doing some other stuff. But if you really want this horse, just play the story a lot, like maybe 5 hours or so, and you'll unlock the horse. That's just an estimate guess, okay? And what else? Yeah, so there's events. I believe I said this already, but you'll see these events, and around the area they'll be highlighted in yellow or orange, whatever color you want to say it is. But yeah, you do that. And what else? Oh yeah, so there's hell tides in this game right now. I don't think I have a hell tide, but sometimes when you go to harder modes and difficulties, you'll see a hell tide. It'll be marked really red, and it'll say hell tide. Every time you see those, you want to do those. Kill a lot of mobs, so that way you can so the hell tide, right? You kill mobs and you obtain a certain currency, and you use that currency to open a certain loot box, and then the loot box guarantees you a legendary, but you need a specific amount of currency to unlock that, okay? And yeah, and then these right here, these are your strongholds. If you complete them, you get renown. And yeah, what else? There's also raid bosses. The raid bosses tend to be when there's a raid boss, it normally tells you when it's gonna happen. It tells you around here. You have to just look around. And there's also Legion Gathering, which is everyone groups up and they help kill a lot of mobs, and then after you kill all the mobs, you get a lot of loot, and you should probably do that, okay? And yeah, I think that's about it. I think I covered everything about it. As soon as you level up higher, you get these Paragon points. I suggest you look on a video into it for more in depths, but what it basically is, it's like perks. Just think of them as perks. They give you extra boost for abilities and stuff. And yeah, and then you have your skill tree, which is, as I mentioned earlier, you just look up on a guide on YouTube to see which is the best build for your character, because you can't just put whatever. I mean, you can, but you're not going to do it a lot of damage. And yeah, I think that's about it. And then over here, obviously, during your town, right over here, this is where you heal up, right here. And yeah, and then also there's PvP over here. There's your PvP, but I'm not gonna get into that. But there is PvP in this game, be aware. And what else? Yeah, I think that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching. Catch you guys in the next video. Peace.
Not while I'm in town.